Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tar Heels will put total leather and we'll get started.
First game of the new year, boys.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bears offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes their veteran leader. He has been through the battle, guys, and there are plenty of expectations this season.
Yeah, and there should be expectations. This guy's been around a long time, knows the systems, knows the players. Everybody's going to have to believe in him for this year to be a big success.
Yeah, David, there's just no substitution for experience, right? This guy has played so many snaps. He's seen it all. No doubt they need him to play at a high level.
It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed, natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Another incompletion on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. The Tar Heels offense taking the field for a chance
Go
to
for
have
fourth
the season
down.
today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys and the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, North Carolina. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Rhodes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they sniff that draw out. They draw you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and
makes the grab. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than
It's a
converting
big
on
boy
third
right there.
down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to this position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think these draw plays are a little bit more predictable when it's third and more manageable as opposed to third and long. You could tell defense did a great job understanding the situation, rushing the quarterback, but knowing that run could be an option, and they shut it down.
Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Running behind that left side. Knocked off his feet.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Coming after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I'll tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I love the aggressive nature by the offense trying to throw this in the end zone for a TD, but this is the risk when you drop your quarterback back close to the goal line.
Feeling some heat. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, UNC.
Freshman.
This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The give on the inside. The Bears have enough for the first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground, he's got it again. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. Here comes the offense on second down. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 35, he's got room.
Shot my shot.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
It's complete on the right side. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Rhodes.
Whoa.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Leaves it with the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the punt team.
Full on.
This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Sheesh.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Golly.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And back to the air on second down. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating.
Can anyone catch him? Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double cover. Couldn't
The
find
same
a ton
play.
of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Connection to the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
He makes the connection.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He's back to throw on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll need some urgency to get something on the board before halftime. 11 seconds to go. It'll be 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Gets open down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Trying to get to it. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. At the 40, there he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They're licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the route is on.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly? That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Might as well stick with him. Just slithered through the tackle when he's got room to run. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Working that left side now. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Clemens. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it, open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Wants to go up top. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean. And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Pressure coming. Finds a man in the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And the pummeling has started.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the 2nd half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling...
Touchdown, UNC! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
56, Baylor, 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ackerman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. He's got great speed, and the returner will be dragged down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. He now has 84 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. They're going to ride this running back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try it over the left side. Twist his way through. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day. And it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll try the run. Oh, big juke to get past. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. They're trying to get to him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.